Hi and welcome to ReaperTV. In this video I'm going to answer some of the questions that get regularly asked upon the YouTube channel. So the first question I get asked all the time is, what theme am I using for my copy of Reaper? And to answer your question, it's one of two. They're basically the same, but they're different versions. I've got default Kamala 4 and default Kamala 5. These are available on the Reaper stash, and I'll put a link in the description below to tell you exactly where you can get them. And the main difference between the two, version 4 and version 5, is version 4 colours all of the media, including the track control panel and the mixer control panel, whereas version 5 only actually puts a colour strip on the top or the right hand side. So you get a slightly different, less colourful look. So it kind of depends what you want to achieve with yours. But I tend to find that the theme is just rock solid. There's no glitches or bugs that I've found in there. It looks great, and it's a really easy on the eye theme to work with for long sessions where you're staring at the screen. Not everybody likes dark versions, so there are light versions of both of those themes available as well. And again, I'll put those links in the description below. So there's the answer to that question. Let's take a look at the next one. So the second question that I get asked a lot on the YouTube channel is, what interface do I use for my home studio? Now, I'm dealing with a very modest home studio. I don't have any rack effect systems. I'm just dealing with mostly in the box, as in using virtual instruments and synthesizers and all the effects and everything, and in the actual software itself as opposed to hardware. So I've got a Roland quad capture interface which gives me 4 inputs. It's got great quality preamps on it for the price. The only real negative that you have with it is the fact that it doesn't have a dedicated headphone volume that's independent of the overall volume that you use for your speakers. And that proves a bit of a problem when you're tracking vocals, and obviously you don't want to have any ambient noise, as in the audio that you're actually playing back while the singer's trying to sing. So you have to find a workaround for that, which I have done, but it's not ideal. So I would say, if Roland are listening, which I doubt, if you think of updating the quad capture, please put a dedicated volume for the headphones that's independent of the volume for your speakers. Other than that, it's a brilliant interface that won't break the bank. Latency times are fantastic on it. I've got a new quad-core i7 with 16 gig of RAM. It's a 6700K processor, and I'm getting about 4.3 milliseconds. But with the old PC that I had, which was an old 920 i7, which is probably about 5 years old with 6 gig of RAM, I was still only getting a 5.3 millisecond latency with that system. So it was brilliant for recording. It was pretty much, didn't even notice it. So I'd highly recommend it. There's good driver software with it. The built-in compressor is pretty good. And there's a nice little software interface on there. The fact that you can do the auto sensing for the volume is also really good. If you don't have the time or the inclination to keep faffing about checking levels, you can just simply press the button, play a little bit, press the button a second time, and it'll set the levels for you. So I'd highly recommend that if you're on a budget. Well, there we go. There's a couple of questions answered that are commonly posted up onto the YouTube channel. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer, please pop those in the comment section below, and I'll try to read them. And if I get the time to answer them, I'll do another Q&A session, and we'll take a look at answering those questions. Remember, follow us on the social network sites. All the links are in the description below, as are any links to anything we've covered in this video. And if you've got any comments, questions or feedback, pop them in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of the new content that's added every single week. Well, until next time, happy mixing.